Well, hello everyone. This is episode 3, and I thought it would be apt to make it about breakups. But since that is, would say obviously what's on my mind. So pardon that. I have some information I wrote down. For those of you who are from divorced parents, I feel for you. That's the beginning of it, of a lifetime of feeling separated. So if you're breaking up and you have kids, I just hope you understand their feeling maybe divided and not all together, and that may be the reason for any behavior or different quote unquote understandable ways they act, or it's just frustrating when your parents aren't together. So that's if you have kids. And for me, I was not good at raising my own children, and I feel bad about that, and they're always in my mind and my heart. But I was fine babysitting kids when I was a teenager. I babysat all my family friends' kids, 5 or 6 different kids. But I guess just there was a sort of mishap that just brought me to a point where I was unable to cope with day-to-day life, and I didn't or sleep or talk even for months at a time. And so a pregnancy was very good to be pregnant with my child, who I still have minimal contact with, and my other, who is out of the state. But so anyway, yes, things happen. So if you're going through a breakup, I feel for you, and I know it can be hard, and you think it's just going to be terrible forever, or else I have been going through different stages of it, and I finally broke free from it. And seeing this person again with another member of the opposite of his sex will, I don't know if it, how things have gradations, and if it will bring up more pain or agony for me. But for right now, I feel very fine with myself, and I know you try to avoid the person, thoughts of the person, while you're trying to separate from them in your mind, and it's all mental, I'd say. But actually, I'll give you a coping skill what happened work for me. Try to play a song that reminds you of the beginning of the relationship, and when you were in your first happy phase. And I know sometimes, I don't know what it is about relationships, but how they change things, and you just have to sort of roll with it. And it's hard because you have your own expectations or your own, thoughts of the way it should be. And God bless everyone who has stayed together 20, 30, 8 years, or however long. More power to you. And I know breakups hurt, and I just want you to get through it. And if that is happening to you right now. So maybe multiple times. I've had multiple breakups, and I've gotten over all of it. And I just want to say, if you play that song, just sort of let it, okay, this sounds a little metaphysical, but like envelop all of the relationship songs. Think of one that isn't too sentimental or will bring you tears, but just like a light, sort of casual reminder of the person, and then just let that envelop the whole relationship. Go, okay, poof, that's gone. And when you can use that face, sort of like go into it instead of avoiding it, then it dissipates it. That I can't shut off my phone. Sorry. But so and face it. Just try to in mild ways at the beginning, and just think that I know, and just try to think of the people that do care about you. If you've been hurt by a certain someone, and understand that maybe stuff sometimes isn't meant to be. And I'm not trying to say this in a down way, but things change, and you have to let go. I know you've heard that a million times, but sort of have to roll with like everybody's version of their own life is going to be different from, even if you say people know you as an item or as together, they still, obviously, and it happens all the time, you're not the only one, or I'm not the only one. Everywhere, some times. Then that it's just, a way to accept it, get over it, be able to face it, and live with it instead of avoiding. So then you'd be like, okay, that was that, and now just go with what you have, like what is real, like your connection that makes sense, instead of something that you keep hanging, like this has been happening to me, something that I keep hanging on to that is just going way out and past me and just not about me, and so I'm like feeling like a fool. So I'm someone who likes to hang on to memories, and if that's not you, then you think my whole podcast is a bunch of bull, and you don't want to hear it anymore. I understand that, and just my personal cancer sign way, and I am a home and family person, traditional one person. I try to refrain from, talking to other people while I'm in a relationship, but other people don't. They just don't mind. They just are a everybody kind of person. And so when this happens, just remember you have you, and you're worthy as anybody. So, I mean, you know who you are, you know your talents, your qualities, hopefully you like yourself, and you can not depend on other people, even if they say they're in a relationship with you and don't act that way. Give you your validation. I know you've heard that, and yes, I am repeating what I've heard, but it really makes sense to just focus on yourself, your goals, what makes you happy, and try to carry on, but do not try to, I know there are stages, and maybe in the beginning you want to avoid anything about this person that's hurtful. I don't know what your life is like, so I'm not saying about you personally, saying about me and trying to help, but maybe I should guys know that. But yeah. So I have learned that I just, if I can face it, live with it, and just, basically go on long walks when I feel overwhelmed with feelings by seeing my person with someone else, and I can just be like, this person is nothing to me anymore. I have my own life. Situate yourself and just do what you do best. And you know what that is. Because every person on this planet, on Earth, and life has talents and qualities and gifts to offer to the greater of humanity. Make it a better place. Everyone is worthwhile. So thank you for listening. Good luck. And